Alright, what is going on, guys? It is your boy TKD123 here, back in your PlayStation Source, and of course I hope a lot of you do have your hands on PS5s, but if you don't, of course you maybe still have a PS4, and maybe a lot of you are also wondering how to get into streaming. As you guys probably already know, I do a stream series where I go over all of the latest and greatest hits and the, iconic legacy past titles of PlayStation history, going over certain games and different stuff like that, right? So definitely streaming is something that is very integral to this channel, and I assume a lot of you as well have an interest in streaming to some degree, and so I also assume that a lot of people maybe haven't gotten into streaming because of the equipment required and the cost that might come with. But Nexigo has sent me a new streaming webcam that I think is going to really interest a lot of you people that are watching this video. So of course this is a product that was provided to me by Nexigo, so link below in the description to the Amazon link as well if you want to check it out. However, this product was provided to me to review. Starting off here, the 1080p streaming webcam from Nexigo is starting at $50 on Amazon right now, and the link below is in the description, as I said before. And so this is a pretty neat webcam for a bunch of different reasons that we're going to go over, but let's just go over what exactly you get with this purchase. So you do get, of course, the webcam, which we will talk a lot about in a little bit, but starting off here, the first thing you will see when you get into the box is these really cool protective covers that allow you to attach this little sliding door type deal onto the webcam that allows you to hide the physical lens from view. That way, if a nefarious hacker gets into your system, they won't be able to see anything through that webcam because of course they can't open the door by itself, right? So this is, I think, a very timely addition to the webcam, and also I'd say very good thing to put into a webcam in 2021, given that not just a week ago there was a headline on the LA Times that there was a massive security breach that got into Tesla cameras and different other webcams and different security systems. So it definitely is a hot topic in this day and age, and I do commend them for just throwing in these little protective sliding door covers to be able to give yourself a sense of security, and really will secure the webcam from ever getting a view on something that you don't want people seeing overall. And as the box says, it is a 1080p camera with 30 frames per second as the recording speed, as well as a microphone is on the webcam, of course. And interestingly enough, this is the very unique thing about this webcam. It does have a built-in ring light as well into the body of the webcam, which I think is pretty interesting, and we will talk about later on in the video. But the webcam is also touted at being plug and play, among other features like having auto-focusing capabilities, which is pretty standard for the webcam industry overall as a whole. On the bottom of the webcam, you do get a standard mounting screw as well for you wanting to mount it on a tripod or mount it somewhere else. It has that very standard mounting screw for that, as well as having this really nifty flexible legs type of stand to be able to really get a nice angle on it. And this camera I will give all the props to, because there is a lot of ways to really manipulate the angle of the webcam, which really is important to working with a variety of different setups for the variety of buyers that buy this webcam. I think it's very much a good move on Nexigo to make the overall stand on this webcam very flexible and very just maneuverable overall to fit your needs in your setup. Next up here, I'm gonna show you guys some clips of a little bit about the ring light quality and the mic quality as well, and the autofocusing capabilities as well in those separate clips. And those separate clips will be me using the Nexigo webcam itself, and so that is going to be just the raw footage I captured on OBS, as well as the raw mic quality as well for both of them. So I'm gonna keep just the mic quality and the camera quality on those clips, and you can check out for yourself and see if you are interested in this webcam. So this is footage being taken directly from the Nexigo streaming 1080p webcam, and this is with no ring light on right now. So I do have two studio lights over here in my setup that I have turned off just to show you guys the raw image that you get from this webcam. So this is what it is right now, and now I'm going to turn on the there are three different levels of the backlight, as I said before. So we're going to first start off with the first one and then go second and third. I'm going to make sure you know which level the light is on currently. So this is the first level. Probably not a big change, but I bet we'll see some changes going on in the other two phases. So this is phase 2, definitely a little bit brighter, but you know, just given the quality of the webcam and just how much the light source is and everything, there is some, you know, like seems to be a little bit washed out over here on this side and everything. So we'll see how it all pans out in the third light level. So this is full brightness, you know what I'm saying? Like this is when you're mid Warzone match and you got the just this light over here glaring at you, and I will give it kudos. Yo, like this light does work very well. Of course, you know, lighting is very important to any shot that you're doing on YouTube and everything. So definitely, especially when you're streaming, to have good lighting is definitely the way to go, because cameras work well when you got a lot of light on them, right? So this one, generally, hey, you know, I will give it kudos for the overall backlighting thing, but I will say that the quality is not the best that I've seen personally. By the way, should have probably mentioned this earlier, this is the mic quality as well on the Nexigo, you know, webcam. So obviously it's pretty much, you know, a given that you probably don't want to use any webcam as a mic, to be completely honest, if you don't have to. But if you do have to, if you're just buying the camera and, you know, you're going to be using the mic quality, this is how the mic sounds on it. So again, you know, not the greatest thing in the world, but hey, I mean, you can still hear me, right? So I mean, you know, and also this camera does have autofocus, so I'll be able to demonstrate that right here. I think let's use this pen. Let's try and use this pen. Let's see if it'll focus on this. It might be a little bit too small. Okay, that's not gonna work. Let's try our AirPods. Wait, okay, there we go. Okay, we got a little bit of focusing. Of course, it's very white, so it is washed out, and it's kind of focusing behind me a little bit. Let's just try my hand. Let's try my hand, right, guys? Wait, I kind of want to try. You know what? Let's try this stapler. Stapler might do the trick here. See what I'm saying? Okay, it's working a little bit. I mean, honestly, autofocusing on webcams are generally not the best, right? Like, it's kind of hard to get it to focus on something, and it still wants to focus on me back here, not focus on the stapler. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. So it definitely wants to attach itself to like heads and like circular things, as far as I'm aware. Not sure how in depth the autofocusing is, but you see, like, at least I mean, it does focus. You know, it does focus, right? And it does do what it needs to do to focus on a specific subject in the frame. So I guess the autofocusing is pretty good, I'd say, overall. Although, to be fair, this application is not listed on the Amazon listing as a supported application. However, I did find that QuickTime on my Mac did not want to work with this webcam. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what the deal was there. I tried restarting my Mac and it still was giving me this error. So I was able to use OBS nonetheless. So at least OBS, you know, definitely you're gonna be using that for streaming and everything. And I did not test it on Elgato, but I got to assume if it works on OBS, it likely will work on Elgato as well. But overall, I gotta say, I gotta be honest with you guys, I was not really blown away about the image quality and the audio of the webcam, right? So first, let's touch on the audio, because of course, you know, you really don't want to use the audio mic on the webcam anyway. Regardless of the webcam that you get, you probably still don't want to use the mic on the webcam anyway. But you know, I just didn't find it that great, obviously. And then the image quality as well was definitely not the best that I've seen. But also, when you take into account what this package brings you, I think it is a pretty decent, you know, starting off webcam for someone that is brand new to streaming and maybe just got a game console, maybe just got a PS5 and wants to start streaming their PS5 games on the internet. I think that this is a very good value for a multitude of reasons, right? One, of course, being that ring light, right? Because I have two lighting systems here, and like, you know, they were, you know, not that pricey, but it's still another thing to buy as a streamer, right? But having this ring light that honestly I felt did a pretty good job at lighting me, and you know, as long as the ring light and the webcam is pointed at me, which the webcam is gonna be pointed at the subject, right, because they're capturing the video, and having a light right there, honestly, focus on the subject, honestly was pretty cool. And so I think that overall, you know, when you take into account the, you know, video quality not being that great, but not being horrible, I'd say, and also having a ring light in a $50 package, I think overall this is not a bad buy for a first-time streamer that just wants to dip their toes in and just have a webcam that has pretty good lighting and pretty, you know, okay image quality that will definitely do the trick, 1080p 30 frames, and it, you know, is overall going to be a pretty decent webcam at the end of the day. And of course, to double back on that mic quality, you probably want to get another mic. You probably already know that at that point, but just in case, you know, you don't know, you probably do not want to use the webcam mic in any circumstance under any webcam anyway. So definitely getting a Yeti or getting another mic is definitely going to be helpful for you in your streaming endeavors. So overall here, the Nexigo 1080p streaming webcam is a low cost for the value. It has protective coverage, which I thought was a very cool addition, and ring light as well on the webcam itself, offering you cheap lighting for the overall package of the webcam. While the image quality isn't that great, the mic quality is not ideal, which of course we talked about already. You probably want to get another mic as well at that point, and some applications were not compatible, so that may be just a case-by-case basis. Overall, for $50 for a first-time streamer, I think this is a pretty good buy overall, generally speaking, just in terms of you having lighting and having all that great stuff already built into the webcam itself. So that's been my review on the Nexigo 1080p streaming webcam for your streaming endeavors and then all that great stuff. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like on the video, as well as hit subscribe to PlayStation Source to keep up with the latest and greatest in PlayStation. Down below, of course, you can find links to our Discord, our Twitter, and our Anchor link. That way you can listen to our long-form content in podcast format. Those, of course, being the Road 2 series and Safe Slot podcast as well, that gets uploaded every Sunday on YouTube and podcast services around the globe. Also, if you like streaming, you're watching this video, maybe you like streams, I do a stream series here on the channel. We are doing Ratchet & Clank right now. Also, we are wrapping up Ratchet & Clank right now. We're in the middle of MGS stream series right now, with MGS 3 starting this week, as well as a new stream series starting on Thursday as well, which is Resistance. Very excited for that. Make sure to check out those streams on the channel as well. Like the video if you enjoyed it, as well as hit subscribe to PlayStation Source to keep up with the latest and greatest in PlayStation. Thank you all for watching, and as always, greatness awaits.